Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're watching this. It's Good Friday, and I'm drinking my coffee. Today it's Snickers K-Cups from the original donut shop or whatever. They're very, very good. They smell like Snickers too. And so we were reading some of the Lent things that came from our church. I think that ends this Sunday. I didn't give up anything for Lent, but you know, I don't know if I should have or if I just didn't know, but I did pick up a few things for Lent. I went out more and I socialized a little bit more. I gave a little bit more and I was a little bit more generous. Um, I uh I I want to talk about sin today, because today's Good Friday, and that's the day that sin was finally conquered. And I have friends and people that I've heard from, and people that like have spoken over, like from pastors and churches and stuff, that when Jesus died, sin was eliminated. That there's no such thing as sin anymore, and we don't have to worry about sin. That is an awesome perspective that I really enjoy because I don't want to have to go through life fearing every little thing that I do. But I still have a little bit of Christian guilt here and there. But the joy of Good Friday is that I know that regardless of the sin, if there was a sin, if I feel like I sinned or like there was a feeling of guilt or shame, I know that the blood of Christ can wash it all away, and then I can start my day again. I can start my life again. I can be born again, again, and again, and again. Because we have a good God that gives us endless chances through the blood of Christ to get our shit together and to really try to be good Christians and try to be good people. And then I have friends that like aren't even Christian, but they're just good people. And they maybe not know about Jesus, or like they don't know him like I know him, but they just believe that there's something good in the universe, something really, really good that is watching over them. And I guess the term is agnostic or whatever, or spiritual, some people call it. Maybe agnostic is a little bit different than spiritual, but they just truly believe that everything's going to work out and be okay. And sometimes we get into money issues at our house and we think, oh God, we're going to run out of money. We get not greedy, but desperate. And we think, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, what are we going to do? But then I remember all the times that God has provided for us and all the times that God has led me in a direction to be able to, robust our income. Like right now I got an extra job and that's just a little bit of money, but it helps. And it keeps us afloat. I remember when we were like several times in my mom's life, she's lost everything, and she got it all back, And it was through the grace of God. My mom didn't do anything wrong, like alcoholism or drugs or any real sin. She just had divorces and shit like that and breakups that were really hard on her. But she always bounced back. So she's like my example of how I can do it in my life and how I can be okay. So right now for like our little money issues, I got a job and I'm working on it and helping out. As far as like friendships, I know that at the end of the day, I can extend that forgiveness to my friendships if like I get into a fight with a friend or if I get upset with a friend. I know that there's ways to give when I can't give, like Habitat for Humanity, or volunteering at the church, or just volunteering in the community, and or like buying a beer for someone that maybe not have the ability to buy a beer that day and they want to hang. I know people have done that for me. I know I like to do it for others. You know, uh, I'm kind of rambling a little bit because Good Friday makes me think about these things, like all the good things that come from devastating times and desperate situations. Like, when we find ourselves in sin or we find ourselves in depression, which is not a sin. It's not a sin to be depressed. It's either way, it's like the devil trying to win. And the goal is to let the devil know that he's not going to win. Ultimately, he won't win because, God is God and God is good and God is love and love conquers all, etc., etc. But sometimes we feel like there's more darkness in the universe than there is, balls of light. But if that were true, the stars wouldn't shine as bright as they do. And, wow, I really am rambling. But, happy Good Friday. Know that he will be back in a couple days. And, Jesus, that is. And, if if you find yourself just wondering about what's going on in the world, what's next, just drink a cup of coffee and lay low. Just chill out, relax. Don't overfill yourself with politics. Don't overfill yourself with the socialistic side of things, or the extreme right, or the extreme left, or when you're in doubt and you feel like you're in a hole, just remember Jesus opened up an impossible to open tomb, waltzed right out of it, and said, "I'm not dead." So if you can waltz right out of your situation and say, "I'm not dead through the blood of Christ," do it. And prayers and meditation will all be ways to connect to God this weekend and this week. So try them. They help. And these are some of the things I think about when I have coffee or smoke my cigarette. My grandma always said smoking's not a sin, but it'll shorten your life. So, but yeah, that's all. I just wanted to talk and chit chat and say hi. I don't really vlog as much as I used to. Hope everybody's well, and I know that I only have like 15 to 20 followers right now, but I want that number to grow, so comment below if you have something to say, and share this video with another person. And everybody only had one follower at one time, so things grow, and I got a lot of art to share and a lot of stuff to do, so I wanna expand a little bit my presence in the media, even if it's just a few people that hear my message and hear my days and hear my prayers. And yeah, I'm, like I said, I always say, I'm nobody special, I'm nobody important, but God thinks I am, so I'm gonna vlog. All right, love y'all.